Hi, grade ones. Last week we were talking about our family groups and how that is a group of people and a community that we belong to, but it looks different for everybody. So, for some people, their family might just be the people in their house. That's just parents and kids. Maybe there's grandparents that live there with them. Maybe you count some friends as part of your family group. And this week we're talking about our school community. So, if you think when you're in a school building, when you were in kindergarten, what kind of groups were you a part of at school? Hmm. So you were a part of your class, your kindergarten class, and maybe there was more than one kindergarten class, and that's all kids that are the same age, and they're learning together, and there's a teacher and maybe a teacher's helper in that classroom. And then there's other grades and classes with other ages of kids, and there's lots of different people who work in the school community. What kinds of people were there? Do you remember? There's a principal, there's the secretaries, there's lots of teachers' helpers, lots of different teachers. Sometimes parents are helping out. And what's the important thing about having a school community and being part of a group? Why would you think that's important? Would it be very fun if it was just you and a teacher in a classroom learning? Not really. It's nice to have friends that are the same age and are learning the same things as you to help you learn and grow too. So now I want you to think about our at home learning school groups. How does that look a little bit different? Do we still have a class of students the same age? Yeah, we do, don't we? We still have our grade one class, and we have three groups of different kids. And sometimes you might see kids from the different groups in the virtual classroom with Mrs. Fritzai. But we're all part of grade one, and your teacher is Mrs. Paunessa. But then maybe if you have siblings at home, they have a different group that they're a part of with a different teacher. And we're not in the classroom group like we are in a school, but we have our groups on our Teams meets together. And that's how we get to learn and grow together. And we get to talk about the stories we read and share things, and that helps us to learn together too. So, and you might remember we have a principal too. I think lots of us have met Mr. Hagan, is our school principal for at home learning, and we've still called for dance parties some of your school's principals and let them have a dance party with us. So that's been pretty fun. So we're still a part of a really big community of our school with the other at home learning teachers and students and Mr. Hagan, our principal, but also the whole school division. And that's a neat thing we're learning this year with at home learning is you're meeting kids from other schools. Maybe in your teams meet, there's more than one school together, and we're getting to learn more about the different schools in our division. So that's kind of neat too. So on your Flipgrid today, I'd like you to share with me about what is important of being part of a group. Why do you think it's important to have groups at school and be a part of them? And how is it important for you to be a good member of that group? So, can you tell me a little bit about why is it important, like maybe for learning together and helping each other? And what is important for you to be a good member of that group? How can you be a good member of our school group, even in at home learning? And you could even tell me a little bit what's different than a regular school. Okay, I can't wait to hear what you have to say.